My name is Melissa Maker. I am an accidental cleaning expert and I hate cleaning. And my job here on YouTube is to show you the way that I have learned to at least clean. I can't say I love it, but I know how to do it well. And that's because 15 years ago, I started a cleaning business, knowing nothing about the topic at all. And in the cleaning world, time is money. And if you don't know how to clean, you need to figure out how to do it efficiently and effectively so that you can build your client base, at least if you're doing it professionally, and get repeat customers and get people saying great things about you. So in order to teach myself what to do, I created what's called the 3-wave cleaning system. It was a lot of research, a lot of practicing, but I built out this system and today I'm gonna share it with you in this video. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel, give this video a thumbs up for full-blown tie-dye. When I used to go to the entryway of a room, I would feel overwhelmed. I wouldn't know where to start. I'd see piles of things and I wouldn't necessarily know how to tackle them. And frankly, I was all over the place. That is why having a system is so important. And that is where the 3-wave system came from. So what even is a wave and why did I choose that nomenclature? Well, think about the last time you were at a sports arena and a wave started. What happens? It starts at one part in the arena and then it methodically works its way around until it gets right back to the starting point. And if you're in a room full of really wild people, they'll do a few waves at a time, but in this case, we're just doing one. And in the cleaning world, a wave is essentially one sweep, one efficient sweep around the room. It doesn't go backward, and it always goes in the same direction. It's very efficient and very quick. So when you get into a room, you're gonna find your starting point, your true north, whatever it is. For me, it's always the door. I like to work my way from the beginning of the door all the way around to the end of the door. And that to me is always the signal, starting and finishing. The next thing we're gonna do in a wave is always work from the top to the bottom. That's because that's the direction that dust falls. So if you're doing an upward cleaning, you wanna make sure that anything that you're cleaning up here then falls to the ground or a lower surface so that you're not, say, cleaning this surface, then cleaning this surface, then having to re-clean this surface because stuff fell down. We don't waste our time on that. Finally, you're gonna work in sections. So rather than thinking, okay, I gotta work top to bottom, left to right, I get that, you're gonna work in sections. If you look at a room and you divide it like a clock, you're gonna try working hour by hour. That way you finish your top to bottom, left to right of one section, then you can move on to the next one. This way, you're not being inefficient, you're always going in the same direction, and you're not missing a spot. The way any wave should start is by assessing and understanding what I call the PTTs, the products, tools, and techniques. You need to know this to get the cleaning or frankly any other job that you're tackling in life done. The first P, products, would be like the sprays, the liquids, the cleansers, the powders that you actually need. I like to separate out the products and the tools because they are indeed different and you're gonna need different things for different tasks. Next up, the first T, tools. So you're gonna need to know your tools. Those are your scrub brushes, your sponges, your cloths, your mops, vacuums, etc. Any of the tools of the trade that will help you get the job done right. And by specifically assessing a room, you'll be able to know exactly the type of tool, the type of sponge, the type of cloth, exactly what you'll need to gather before you attempt your cleaning. The final T is techniques. So there are a number of different cleaning techniques that you'll need to employ given the room that you're in order to get the job done in the least amount of time, but of course, get it done well. So now that you know about the products, the tools, and the techniques, how are you gonna know what you need for each room? Well, that is where the pre-cleaning assessment comes in. This is no more than 15 seconds. Really, it's just a glance inside the room that you're tackling. As a professional cleaner, I would do this to the entire house. The whole walkthrough would take me 5 minutes, nothing serious, but it would just tell me how messy a space is. Am I gonna need a basket to collect the extra clutter? It would tell me how dirty a space is, and that would inform my products, tools, and techniques choices so that I could kind of plan ahead. That's why I say it's just a 10-second glance, but really once you look in, you'll know exactly what you need to collect before you get started. Wave 1 is all about tidying and organizing. It is really hard to clean a messy space. And I want to make a distinction here. Cleaning is not the same as tidying. And in fact, you cannot clean if a space is untidy. It just takes too much time and it's too much work. So wave 1 is really designed for you to work your way around the room and straighten things up. Put things back where they're supposed to be. Collect anything that doesn't belong in the room, put it in a bin, and put it at the edge of the room so that you can put it where it needs to go after the cleaning takes place. But it really is the time where we're going to straighten, neaten, and organize before we get going. Now, for some, this might feel counterintuitive. You might say, well, why am I spending all my time tidying now? But when the second wave happens, you've really got to just focus on the cleaning. So the majority of the organizing and the tidying, that all happens right now. You're priming the pump. You're setting the stage to clean your room. So wave 2 is when we actually do the cleaning part of the cleaning. Like I said before, tidying is not cleaning. They are two different things and one has to happen before the other. Now, when you start at your starting point for wave 2, you'll have probably a few different tools and supplies with you. You can see what I've got with me when I'm cleaning a room, and that's just so that I don't have to keep running and grabbing things. I like to keep things handy or on my person so that I can get my cleaning done efficiently and effectively. Now, this is where understanding those techniques is really important. Namely, if you have to pre-treat a surface, so if there's something that's really grimy or heavy-duty soap scum, or if you have to disinfect a surface. That is something that you want to take into consideration as well. Because if any of these techniques need to be employed, you'll have to think ahead and time things accordingly. So that's why I always say to plan those techniques or think about those techniques so that you're not wasting time on the back end. So what am I actually doing during this wave? I'm cleaning, I'm dusting, I'm disinfecting, I'm polishing. But if you want to know the specifics of what I'm getting into, I've got my company's 59-point checklist that we use in a link down below you can check out. I have 50 DIY cleaners in an ebook that you can check out down below as well. We have a whole Clean Like a Pro series where you can actually see me carry out some of these techniques. Got that linked for you. And of course, I have follow-along videos where you can see me executing the entire 3-wave system so you can see how a room is tackled using this very technique. Wave 3 is like the last 5 minutes of your workout. It's when you're tackling the garbage and the floors. You know, there's a little bit more you gotta push, but once it's done, and then you go to the smoothie bar. So what I'd always do in this wave is I grab any garbage or recycling that needs to be bagged up and tossed. I will then replace the garbage can liner if that's necessary. And then I deal with the floors. So if I'm in a space with carpet, I will vacuum. This is also a great point if I wanted to get any additional baseboard work done, I could do it at this time. And if I'm in a place that just has hard floors, what I'll do is I'll sweep or vacuum first. Honestly, I generally vacuum first, and then I will mop second, only if the floors need mopping. So in my kitchen or my bathroom, I'm gonna mop every time. But if I'm in this room, we don't mop the floors all that often, only when we really think it's necessary. Whether you love cleaning or hate cleaning like me, you still need a plan because you probably want to get on to doing more exciting things in life than cleaning. And by using the 3-wave system, you have an efficient, effective, and proven plan that will save you time and get the job done well. So my hope is in learning this that I've reduced your overwhelm and I've empowered you with the information that you need to get your cleaning done efficiently and effectively. Those are my 2 favorite words in the cleaning world. And that brings me to this week's comment question, which is, which room do you spend the most time cleaning in a given week? For me, hands down, it is the kitchen. Why? Because I like to cook, because I have a toddler, because I have an animal, and because we like food. So it always gets messy. Plus dishes, I mean, it's just never ending. Honestly, especially over the past little while with the lockdown, whatever I've been dealing with, I've probably been cleaning the kitchen twice a day. It's a lot. but let me know yours in the comments down below. To check out that Clean Like a Pro playlist, you can click this button right over here, and if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to the Clean My Space channel, and you can further support us if you love what we do by visiting the Makers Clean store. That's where we sell all of our microfiber products. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.